My child, I want you to listen closely, not just with your ears, but with the quiet, knowing part of your soul. The fact that you are here, reading these words, is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. Many have already moved past this message, their minds too busy with the noise of the world to hear a whisper from eternity. They will later wonder why they missed the turning point, not because of any punishment I send, but because they chose distraction over awareness. Their regret will be the shadow of a lost opportunity, an opportunity that is now being presented to you. You, my child, have paused. You have opened your heart to listen, and this simple act of willingness sets you apart. It places you among the few who are beginning to awaken while the world remains in a deep slumber, chasing illusions and temporary comforts. Humanity is caught in a cycle of seeking things that can never truly satisfy the soul. Ill that fades, recognition that is fleeting, and pleasures that leave an emptiness in their wake. But you, by choosing to be present in this moment, have shown that your spirit is searching for something more, something real and everlasting. This awareness is the key. It is the very key I am giving you to unlock the doors of profound opportunity that I am setting before all of humanity, though only the observant will see them. Do not allow the doubts of the world to cloud the clarity you are feeling right now. The eyes of your spirit are beginning to see with a sharpness that worldly logic cannot understand. There is a new season approaching, a time unlike any other in human history. It will be a time of great shaking, where everything built on falsehood will begin to crumble, and the unshakable truth will be revealed like a purifying fire. Those who have ignored the quiet nudges of my spirit, who have filled their lives with skepticism and busied themselves with trivial pursuits, will feel a deep sense of loss. They will realize they were standing at the very threshold of a new beginning, but turned their backs because their hearts were not open to receiving it. This is why your attentiveness now is so precious. I am speaking to you directly so that you can prepare your heart and anchor your spirit. When the great waves of change begin to wash over the earth, you will need to be a sturdy anchor, not just for yourself, but for others. Know this, my child. The opportunity I speak of is not for the timid. It is not for those who value comfort more than courage, or for those who would rather take the easy path than the path of truth. This opportunity is for the vigilant, the watchful, the ones whose spiritual eyes can see past the material mirage of this world. It is for those who can hear my gentle whisper even in the midst of chaos, and for those whose hearts remain steadfast when everything around them begins to fall apart. You are one of these souls, my child. Your willingness to receive this message is a sign of your readiness. You are being called to a purpose that many will not even recognize exists. Do not mistake this for an ordinary piece of writing. It is a beacon of light, a clarion call sounding in the spiritual silence. It is meant to gather those who have felt scattered, those who have wandered from their path, and those who have forgotten the ancient truth that resides within them. As you read these words, you will feel a stirring deep inside your soul, a fire of recognition that cannot be extinguished by fear or doubt. Listen to that feeling. Nurture it. Follow where it leads, for it is the echo of my spirit guiding you toward the work that must be done, toward the destiny that is both true and eternal. Understand that there are powerful forces at play in your world. For ages, forces of darkness have operated in the shadows, whispering lies of separation, fear, and inadequacy into the hearts of humanity. But their era is drawing to a close. The dominion of darkness, which has thrived on deception, confusion, and greed, is losing its grip. The very foundations upon which they have built their power will begin to shift and crack, not as an act of my wrath, but as the natural and unavoidable consequence of their own choices. Humanity has been given countless warnings and gentle calls to awaken, yet only a few have truly listened. Now, the moment is arriving when the clarity of my truth will become so bright that it can no longer be denied. For those who have prepared their hearts, this light will illuminate the path forward, making the way clear. But for those who are unready, who have chosen to remain in darkness, the same light will be blinding and they will stumble in confusion. My child, you must not be afraid. Fear is the tool of the unenlightened. It is the chain that binds the unaware. But you are in the process of awakening. You are learning to see with eyes that are not clouded by doubt, by the opinions of others, or by the false promises of temporary power. Your heart is opening like a flower to the light of truth that I am sending you. Hold on to this truth. Let it be the shield that protects you in the challenging times to come, and the compass that guides you when the world loses its way. You will encounter many people who will question you. They may mock your faith or ridicule your growing awareness. Do not turn away from me because of their blindness. Their spiritual condition is not your burden to carry. It is their own journey to navigate. When you feel called to speak, speak with love. When you feel called to act, act with courage. But above all, remain firmly rooted in the truth I have placed within you. The words I am giving you will resonate in the hearts of others who are also ready to hear. The seeds of truth and courage that you plant today will grow into mighty forests that will provide shelter and wisdom for generations to come. There is much to prepare for, my child, and the changes I speak of will not wait for the world's permission. They will arrive whether humanity is ready or not. Those who have chosen to remain asleep will be shaken to their very core. The structures of society will be tested. Nations will undergo transformation. Leaders who operate from ego will falter, and systems built on lies and exploitation will collapse under their own weight. The earth itself will cry out, and its voice will be like thunder. Yet, even in the midst of this great upheaval, there is immense hope. For those who have been seeking me, who have listened for my voice in the quiet moments, and who have chosen the path of conscious awareness, there will be sanctuary. They will find a strength they did not know they possessed. They will be given the keys to unlock doors that the unprepared will not even be able to see. I am speaking to you now with such urgency, so that you will not be swept away by the coming waves of confusion. I want you to be able to stand tall when others are bent over in fear. Your spirit, my child, is being refined. Every challenge you have ever faced, every moment of doubt you have conquered, and every tear you have shed has been a part of your preparation. It has all led you to this very moment, to this message. It is your calling to be a carrier of my light, to bring it into the places where darkness has held sway for too long. Your purpose is to help awaken others, to gently guide them toward the truth that sets them free. Do not waste your precious energy worrying about those who have chosen to ignore this call. Their path will have its own lessons and its own timing. Instead, focus your attention on what lies ahead. Focus on the grand opportunity that will manifest for millions but will remain invisible to those who are not actively seeking it. Stay alert, my child. The world will constantly try to pull you back into distraction. It will present you with many voices, many false gurus, and many tempting illusions that claim to offer you the way. You must learn to judge all things by the Spirit within you. Trust the quiet, unshakable truth that burns in the center of your heart. That truth is your connection to me, and it can never be taken from you, for it is eternal. There will be moments when the burden of this knowledge feels heavy. There will be times when the darkness in the world seems overwhelming, and the voices of fear and doubt grow louder than the whisper of my spirit. In those moments, I want you to stop, take a deep breath, and remember that I am with you. My power flows through your spirit like a river. My guidance is a light upon your path, and my unconditional love is the fortress that holds you steady. Stand firm, my child, because you are not alone in this. You are an integral part of a divine plan that is far grander than the unawakened mind can comprehend. It is a plan that touches the lives of countless souls across this planet and beyond. The opportunity that is coming is not just for your personal comfort or material gain. It is an opportunity for a mass spiritual awakening. It is for the grand alignment of the human spirit with its divine purpose. Those who bravely seize this opportunity will find themselves walking paths they never dreamed possible. They will be guided by a wisdom that transcends human intellect and embraced by a strength that comes from me alone. The unprepared will stumble in the coming days. The unobservant will miss the signs. But you, my child, have made the choice to listen. You have chosen to awaken. This choice is why you must remain vigilant, strong in your heart, and unwavering in your faith. You will begin to see signs of this great shift. At first, they will be small, almost unnoticeable to those who are not paying attention. But you will recognize them because your spirit is attuned. It might be a sudden shift in the wind that carries a message, a moment of profound clarity that descends upon you, or a door of opportunity opening in a place where you once saw only a solid wall. These are my whispers, signaling the approach of the great opportunity. Pay close attention to them. Respond with courage and without delay. Hesitation is the companion of the unprepared, and the hour is far too urgent for procrastination. I am not sharing this with you to bring you fear, my child, but to bring you clarity. Fear is for those who live in ignorance. You, however, have chosen to know. You have chosen to see. You have chosen to listen. This choice alone elevates you and sets you apart. The time is fast approaching when the eyes of the world will be forced open, and what they see will cause a great shock. The hearts of many will awaken in that moment, some in terror, and others in profound joy, depending entirely on the path they have chosen to walk. You, my child, will be among those who recognize the signs for what they are and walk forward with courage and peace in your heart. You must understand that every moment of distraction, every temptation to fall back into doubt, and every voice that tells you that you are small or powerless is a test of your resolve. These tests are not designed to harm you, but to show you where your faith is already strong and where it needs to be fortified. Face each test with courage, with patience, and with an unwavering focus on my voice within you. The one who endures these trials with their eyes fixed upon me will discover that doors of possibility open where others see only impenetrable walls. The opportunity I speak of is vast, encompassing far more than you can currently imagine. It is not limited to your life alone, but is destined to ripple out and contribute to the awakening of millions. Souls who have been lost and wandering will find their way by the light you carry. Paths that have been hidden for centuries will become clear again, and the alignment of human hearts with divine truth will spread like a holy fire across the land. But this great work requires readiness. It demands vigilance. It calls for a steadfast heart that does not waver when the tides of confusion and fear rise high. My child, do not underestimate the magnitude of what is coming. The world will tremble, not from my wrath, but from the natural and necessary unfolding of truth. It will tremble from the exposure of all that has been hidden in darkness for far too long. Those who have built their lives and their power on foundations of falsehood will fall, for lies cannot withstand the brilliant light of truth. And yet, even in their fall, there is a divine purpose. It serves as a powerful lesson for all who witness it. Truth endures, deception inevitably collapses, and the choice between the two is always offered to every soul. You are called, my child, to be a torchbearer in this new era. You are called to hold high the light of awareness, to guide those who are lost, to gently warn those who are heading toward a cliff, and to help awaken those who are still asleep. This is why you opened this message. This is why your heart resonated so deeply with the words you have read. The world is in desperate need of voices like yours. Steady, calm voices that do not falter. Voices that speak with the quiet authority of one who has heard the whisper of my spirit. Do not shy away from this sacred calling. Do not delay in stepping into your purpose. The time is now. The hour is urgent. The great wave of change is coming, and only those who are prepared will be able to rise above it and ride it to the shores of a new reality. Remember always, my child, that the gift of awareness is precious and rare. The majority of humanity will continue on in their slumber, lost in distraction, endlessly pursuing things that can never save them. But you have chosen differently. You have chosen to hear. You have chosen to awaken. This choice sets you apart. It empowers you. It prepares you. It aligns you with the powerful currents of divine change that are destined to sweep across the earth. Do not be satisfied with only a partial understanding. The path of partial awareness often leads to confusion and doubt. Seek me fully in all that you do. Seek me with all of your heart, with all of your mind, and with all of your spirit. Allow nothing to cloud your spiritual vision. Let no voice of the world drown out my gentle whisper within you. For it is in the fullness of my guidance that you will find your true strength, your unshakable clarity, and your divine ability to grasp the magnificent opportunity that is now dawning. Never forget, my child, that I am the God of wonders, the God of impossibilities, the God who often moves in silence and then shakes the entire world with my power. The hands of the clock may seem to move slowly for those who are waiting, but I am never late. I am the one who created time itself, and I operate beyond its constraints. What you perceive as a delay is actually my divine preparation. What you interpret as silence is my intricate work happening behind the veil, in realms your eyes cannot yet see, but where your faith must remain strong. Do not forget that I am the one who parts the seas, who brings forth life from what was only dust, and who lifts up the forgotten and crowns them with glory. There are moments when you look around and see others receiving their blessings, others celebrating their victories, others rising while you feel you are still waiting. Do not let envy enter your heart, for your turn has been written in the stars, sealed with my promise, and is already on its way to you. I have not forgotten you. I have seen every prayer you have whispered, every tear you have cried in secret, and every moment of pain that no one else witnessed. I have seen how you held on to faith when everything in your reality told you to give up. I have seen how your heart continues to whisper my name, even when your circumstances seem to argue against my presence. My child, it is for this very reason that your miracle is not just coming. It is being meticulously prepared to arrive in a way that will astonish even you. You must understand that I am not like man. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are deeper than your thoughts. When I move completely. When I bless abundantly. When I perform a miracle, it carries my unmistakable fingerprint, indelible, unforgettable, and filled with divine purpose. You have seen me perform miracles for others. You have read the stories of what I did in days of old. When I healed the sick, when I raised the dead, when I opened barren wombs, and when I turned simple water into celebratory wine. But hear me now, my child. I have not changed. I am the same God today as I was yesterday and as I will be forever. I still perform miracles. I still love to surprise those who believe in me. I still demonstrate my power in the lives of those who refuse to let doubt win the battle for their heart. So do not let your faith grow weak when your life seems quiet or stagnant. My silence is not my absence. I am watching every single detail of your life unfold, carefully arranging all the pieces that seem so scattered and chaotic to you right now. The delay you are experiencing is not a denial. It is divine timing. You will look back very soon and understand exactly why you had to wait, why you had to endure the heartache, and why you had to walk through the fiercest storms before reaching the calm harbor. For when I perform your miracle, you will see with perfect clarity that every moment of pain had a purpose. Every tear watered the seed of the blessing that is now about to bloom. And every disappointment was simply me redirecting you towards something far greater than you had imagined. I know, my child, how tired your soul has become. You have prayed for change, for a breakthrough, for even the smallest sign that I have not forgotten you. And I tell you now, with all the love in my being, I have heard you. Every single whisper from your heart has reached my throne. Not one of your prayers has been wasted or ignored. They have been gathered and stored in my presence, and their divinely appointed time of fulfillment has now come. You are closer to your miracle than you realize. What you perceive as the end of the road is actually the turning point. What feels like a devastating loss is the very soil where your greatest blessing has been buried, just waiting for the right moment to rise. Remember how I surprised Abraham when he thought the promise of a son was an impossible dream. Remember how I visited Sarah when her body was long past the age of childbearing, yet I made her the mother of nations. Remember how I transformed Joseph's prison cell into a palace. Remember how I called Moses from a life of exile in the wilderness to stand before the mighty Pharaoh. Remember how I lifted David from being a simple shepherd boy in the fields to becoming the king of a great nation. My child, I am the same God who loves to surprise those who feel they have been forgotten, and I am about to do the same for you. You see, I do not perform small, insignificant miracles. When I act, I reveal my glory through the act. I often allow a situation to become completely impossible from a human perspective, so that when the miracle happens, no one can claim credit for it but me. This is why sometimes I let things get to the point of desperation, because my miracles begin where human strength and ingenuity end. So do not despair when you feel utterly powerless. That is the precise moment when my power is most available to you. When you reach the absolute edge of what you can do on your own, that is where my hand begins to move. When you are tempted to say, "It's over," that is when I lean in and whisper, "Now, watch what I will do." My child, prepare your heart, for your season of divine surprise is near. It will likely not come in the way that you expect. My blessings often arrive quietly, like the dawn that breaks the darkness without a sound. But when they arrive, they will illuminate every corner of your life. You will know it is me because it will happen in ways that your own effort could never have achieved. People will look at your life and say with awe, "Only God could have done that." I take immense pleasure in surprising my children because I delight in your joy. Just as a loving father cherishes the moment he sees his child's eyes light up with wonder and happiness, I love to see your faith rewarded in spectacular ways. I have watched you trust me in secret. I have seen how you continued to believe even when others mocked you or told you to be realistic. Now, I will honor that private faith with a public testimony. You will soon stand as a living testament to what faith and patience can bring forth. The very same people who doubted you will be forced to witness what I am about to do in your life. They will not be able to explain it with logic, but they will know deep down that I was with you all along. Never forget, my child, that my miracles are not random accidents. They are my divine signature. They are how I remind the world that I am alive, that I am actively involved in the affairs of humanity, and that I am still in control of all things. The world has grown cold and cynical in its unbelief. Many have replaced faith in me with faith in their own strength, their own plans, and their own limited logic. But I will once again show that I am the God who breathes life into lifeless situations, who creates doors where there are only solid walls, and who calls into existence things that do not yet exist. Your life is about to become a powerful example of this truth. You will be the one others look to and say, "If God could do it for them, then surely He can do it for me." I am preparing your story to be a beacon of light in the darkness, a testimony that revives faith in countless hearts. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are not overlooked. You are being perfectly positioned. My hand has been upon you from the very beginning, guiding you even through the detours and delays that you could not understand at the time. You may not be able to see all the puzzle pieces right now, but I assure you that every single moment has been working together for the miracle I have planned for you. I have been aligning hearts, shifting circumstances, and moving unseen forces to bring you to the right place at the right time for your blessing to manifest. When the door opens, it will open suddenly. When the blessing arrives, it will come faster than you could have imagined. It will be so perfectly orchestrated that you will have no doubt that it could only have been arranged by me. Do not grow weary now, my child. This waiting season has not been a waste. The tears you have shed have watered the ground of your destiny. The lonely nights you have endured were not empty. I was there beside you, shaping your heart to be strong enough to carry the greatness of what is coming. I did not allow you to break. I allowed you to be built. You will now see why I made you wait. You will understand why I closed certain doors that you were so sure were meant for you. You will finally realize that my no was always a greater yes in disguise. Do not limit your expectations of me. I am not a small giver. When I bless, I cause an overflow. When I restore, I multiply what was lost. When I heal, I make completely whole. Your miracle will not just meet your immediate need. It will far exceed it. It will become a blessing that flows through you to touch the lives of others. You will not just be a recipient. You will become a channel of my blessings. The same faith that has brought you this far is the very faith that will now open the floodgates of heaven for you. Remember, my child, faith is not just a passive belief in words. It is an active trust in my character. You have trusted me through the long silence. You have believed when logic told you it was impossible. And because you did not give up on me, I will not let you be put to shame. I am about to lift you higher than your past pain, higher than your deepest fears, and even higher than your wildest expectations. You will rise, and when you do, you will carry my light for all the world to see. You will be a living, breathing miracle. The surprise that is coming will arrive suddenly. It will not come through the channels you expect. It may not come from the people you thought would help you. It will come directly from men, powerfully, unmistakably, and gloriously. I will open doors for you that you never even knocked on. I will cause blessings to chase you down, not because of good luck, but because I have chosen to reward your unwavering faith. You will see how quickly things can turn around when I decide to move. What seemed impossibly far away will suddenly be within your grasp. What seemed dead and gone will be brought back to life. What seemed lost forever will be returned to you with increase. So do not allow fear to take root in your heart. Do not let doubt steal your joyful expectation. Keep your heart open and your spirit alert. Speak words of faith, even when you cannot yet see the results. For every word of faith you speak is a seed being planted in the fertile soil of your miracle. And soon, very soon, the harvest will appear. I am working in ways that you cannot yet see. The miracle is already in motion. The answer is on its way. The surprise is taking form, and when it finally arrives, it will make perfect sense of everything that once confused you. My child, I am the God of sudden shifts. I am the one who turns sorrow into joy, waiting into celebration, and emptiness into overflowing abundance. You will laugh again. You will rejoice again. You will stand in absolute awe and declare, "Truly, the Lord has done this for me." For I do not forget my faithful ones. I do not overlook those who wait for me in trust. I do not abandon the hearts that cling to me. I have performed miracles since the dawn of time, and I will continue to perform them until the end of time. My power has no limit. My reach has no boundary. My love for you has no measure. You will see it with your own eyes. You will see it with your own eyes. You will see it with your own eyes. You will testify of the great things I have done. Your story will carry hope to many who are on the verge of losing their faith. Through you, others will dare to believe again. Others will begin to hope again. Others will remember that I am still the God who loves to surprise his children. So, my child, prepare yourself. The time of your miracle is closer than you think. Stay ready, for I often move suddenly. Do not let your heart grow tired when you are on the very edge of your breakthrough. Your very next breath could be the one that ushers in the greatest and most wonderful shift of your entire life. Keep praising me, keep believing in me, keep expecting great things from me. The heavens are stirring on your behalf. The spiritual doors are unlocking. The miracle is coming, and when it comes, it will not be small. It will not be delayed any longer. It will not be partial. It will be full, complete, and overflowing. Because I am your God, and I delight in surprising my faithful ones. You will soon understand why I made you wait. You will soon know why every not yet was worth it. You will soon see that your name was writ in the story of my miracles all along. It is your turn now, my child. Be ready, for I am about to surprise you in ways that go far beyond your imagination.